Despite a stodgy reputation, government documents and government websites offer a wealth of primary and secondary research material, and government information touches on just about every topic, including education, demographics, UFOs, air pollution, the Holocaust, space travel, campaign contributions, and crime statistics. For this video, we'll look at using government resources for a research project focused on a poor-performing school in the Ogden School District. To that end, we'll look at government websites ranging from the U.S. Census to the State of Utah School Gateway site. Let's say my research project is focused on education. So for this example, I'm going to focus on the George Washington High School here in the Ogden School District. My first source for information is the Utah State Office of Education, their Data Gateway site, which evaluates schools across the state based on a number of different criteria, including dropout rates, mobility, average day attendance, but they also give a letter grade to each school. So in the case of the George Washington High School, they receive a letter grade of F. So they're failing in a number of different areas, including language arts, math, science, and have an extremely low graduation rate. So my next question is, what are some of the possible reasons for the poor showing of this school? So one of the first websites we're going to look at is a U.S. Census site called Census Explorer. One of the nice features of this particular census website is that you can put in a specific address, and in this case, the address for the Washington High School, and look at a number of statistical measures of that area. So the first one we're looking at is median household income. So as we look at the area directly surrounding Washington High School, we see some of the lowest median household incomes in the city of Ogden. As we move further away, you can see that the household income increases and in some cases more than doubles. The next statistical measure we're going to look at is high school graduate. So this particular statistic looks at individuals 25 years and older in a particular census bracket and how many of them graduated high school. So as we look at the area surrounding Washington High School, we see that the graduation rates are particularly low. And again, as we move further away from the high school, the graduation rates move from the low 70 percentile and 60 percentile to the mid and high 90% and 80 percentile. Another statistic that we can look at is foreign born. So as we look at the areas surrounding the high school, we see that some of the highest foreign born percentages in the city of Ogden surround Washington High School. So while none of these statistical measures gives us a clear link to why the Washington High School has so many academic issues, it does give some direction for our research moving forward. So you could be looking at public schools and low-income areas. You could be looking at public schools and students coming from households where English is a second language. So there's a number of different avenues to explore with this. So the next website that we're going to look at is the National Center for Education Statistics. For this demonstration, we're just going to look at the George Washington High School. So I'm going to go to School Search, search for schools and colleges. We're going to go to Utah, then we're going to go to Ogden, and then this brings up a list of all the different schools within the city of Ogden. So we're going to go to the George Washington High. It's going to bring up a new dialog box. We'll expand that, go to more information, and then there's a couple of different metrics that we're going to look at that are particularly interesting. So just like with the information that we saw on the census site, when we look at the demographics for race and ethnicity of the students, we find that more than half are Hispanic. And then another correlation with the census data, we find that of the 306 students at the high school, 297 qualify for the free lunch program, which again corresponds with the low median income that surrounds this high school. And remember The Stewart Library has a wealth of print material as well, like this digest of education statistics that makes it easy to compare states to each other, as well as look at school funding trends within a single state. If you ever have any questions on this or any other topic, you can contact a librarian via chat, email, phone, or in person.